Hello, everybody, and welcome to this evening's webinar live with Dr. Cam. So we're going to get started right away, actually. So before we do, if you can just let me know in the chat box if you can hear my audio and if you can see the screen, and also let me know if you can see Dr. Cam on the video. You'll see a chat box on the right-hand side of your computer. You can use that to communicate with us, to ask your questions. Okay. Good video and audio. Thank you, Karen. Okay. And just let me know yes if you can see Dr. Cam. Just type in a yes if you can see Dr. Cam on the video. Okay, awesome. Everybody can see Dr. Cam. Dr. Cam, do you want to say hello? Just want to make sure they can all hear the audio as well.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to my webinar. It will be the first of series of webinar to people in Asia, particularly.
Okay. Fantastic. And did you guys hear the audio okay? Just let us know before we get started. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we've got a lot of people here today, Dr. Cam, so I'm sure we just want to get straight into it. So I don't know if you guys have ever used GoToWebinar before. The way it's going to work is if you want to ask a question to Dr. Cam, we would like it if you came on the call live. You don't have to show your video. You can just be on audio. And you can ask your question live. So only put a question in the box if you're okay coming on and speaking with him. And if you are, then I'll pick your name out. And basically, once I pick your name out, then be ready because I'm going to send you a request. And you'll receive a request on your desktop to come on the call. You just accept that request. And then I can unmute you and you can speak directly to Dr. Cam. So it's pretty straightforward once you do it once. We'll begin straight away. So whoever's got your first question, if you're ready to come onto the audio, feel free to if you've typed it in already in the past, feel free to just copy and paste and type it in again. Okay. All right. So we've got Vishwas Jadhav. I'm going to send you a request right now. Okay. So just accept that and then you'll be able to come on the call. So just give me 1 second. Vishwas Jadhav. Okay. And Dr. Cam, do you only want to speak to people if they can come on the audio, or do you want me to read you some questions while you're waiting? It's up to you.
So whatever comes up, and I want to thank you for coming on. You're on the other side of the world, in UK, on the West Coast, in the United States. So there's a world apart from each other, actually, and it's great about the technology. So we're going to use the human technology to improve wellness and bring benefit to people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm connecting from London here today, so it's a bit late where I am. But yeah, a pleasure to be here and witness this method. So Vishwas, I've just connected to you. You just have to unmute your microphone and then you can speak directly to Dr. Cam. So you'll see a button there saying unmute your microphone. Okay, you should be on now, Vishwas. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you speak to Dr. Cam.
Hello.
Hello.
Dr. Cam, good morning. Good morning here from India, Pune, Vishwas Jadhav.
Okay.
Last 3-4 days I've been listening to your old webinars on YouTube and it's really fascinating.
I'm not getting that clearly. Sajay, could you repeat what he said?
He said he's been listening to webinars and is very fascinated. So go ahead and ask your question, Vishwas. Feel free to ask your question.
Yeah, sir. I just wanted to scan my energy for my finances. Last 6-7 years, I've been into hypnotherapy, theta healing, Reiki, and many things. Basically, I'm an engineer, but last 6-7 years, I'm into healing business. But finances are not that good.
Did you hear that, Dr. Cam? Finances problem.
Okay, so finances, that's a common thing. So finances is part of the wellness program because you have to have finances go ahead with your life. But finances, even though you made it as number 1, it's really like number 6 on your list. So I will just resolve the first 5 things that's on your list without naming what they are, and go through the process of resolving it in terms of you have a 50 uneven thoughts and events that you have with finances, and it affecting you 1,000%. So once you recognize those numbers, your computer or your physical intelligence will just resolve it for you. So I'm not doing the resolving. Your own internal computer will resolve it. So that's processed right now. So let's say you think about finances now. Does finances, the thought of finances, you still have a question about it or a problem with it?
Hello, once again.
But you still have a question or problem with it in comparison.
Feeling better. On 1 to 10 scale, earlier problem was around 9, now it looks 5, 6.
Okay, so you could actually delete things down to the effect on you, like down to 0 minus infinity, and also remove your mental thinking in the attempt to resolve your financial problems. So we all try to resolve it mentally, and mentally it's really getting in the way of your internal computer to resolve it automatically for you. Okay, so I will process that for you right now. So what does that feel like now?
Yeah, feeling lighter.
Okay, that's good. So when you continue making improvement, then finances will not be a problem for you or for anyone in this group here, because finances or money surround this planet. There's no lack of money. It's just our ancestors always program us to not having enough money. But in this day and age, there's more money surround this planet than there used to be. So it should be easier for you to acquire money now just through the internet connection.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
And yesterday, hello.
Thank you so much for that, Vishwas. We'll go over to the next person now. So guys, just to let you know, we have a lot of people on the call today. So, we want to try to get through a significant amount of people. So if you can just keep your questions very short and to the point, and then that will help us get through as many questions as possible, okay? So the next person I've got a question here from is Gala. Gala, I'm going to send you a request right now. So if you just accept that, and then you can come on live and speak with Dr. Cam. So just look out for my request. It's coming through to you right now. And then you just have to accept it and then unmute your microphone, basically. Okay? So I've sent you that request. And I can see you on. So just unmute your microphone, Gala. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear.
Hi, Gala. Yeah,
Hi.
You can talk to Dr. Cam.
Hi. Right now I have a small tumor who is growing in my right eye, and it's causing me a lot of problems, and maybe I have to operate it. But I first want to try this because I think you can help me.
Okay, so you have something going on in your right eye, and the symptom in your right eye kind of give you a different sensation than your left eye, right?
It's something growing, like a formation, like a tumor.
Okay, but in terms of the sensation, I would make the symptom a sensation even with each other. And what needs to be changed in your eye have to be coming from your central nervous system. In this particular case would be more of your cranial brain that's indicated that has to be activated to process more. So you allow that to process. And also the eye is also affected by the reproductive system. So you strengthen your reproductive system to support the weakness that you have, in this case, your right eye. Okay, so that's process. And the effect is really 1,000,000% in affecting you. So you will just process it down to 0 minus infinity. Okay, so now how does your right eye seem like to you in terms of being different than your left one?
Right now I feel like in this moment I don't feel nothing. I feel they feel the same. Just a little bit something like.
You're not as concerned about it as before, right?
No.
If you're worried about it and concerned about it, you make it worse, right? So you're truthfully not concerned about it because you delete your mind's concern, and you also have spiritual concern as well that could be deleted. So that's what we just did.
I am pregnant, 3.5 months. I have almost 4. So that's why I'm very worried about the operation. And the doctors say that this has to be operated. So that's my concern now.
If you're normal with your eyes, then you could postpone it till after your pregnancy and decide then, right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that, Gala. So
can I ask something very quickly, very fast?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So I'm an actress, and I start getting a lot of roles actually since we did one session with you, Yuen. It was amazing. But I want to start getting more lead actress roles because I'm getting many supporting roles, or maybe in the projects I want, and I want to start attracting lead roles for my acting career.
Okay. So what's blocking you is your spiritual experiences, particularly with your family members who have limitation on themselves, and you inherit these limitations from them. So we're just going to delete it from your internal computer. That's the message that your computer is informing me, if you could be the computer. So now when you think about your situation now, what does that seem like now in comparison?
Slightly better, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's how things improve.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
To let people know that that's how we improve things, and not suppress it and try to deal with it with your emotions. So you want to resolve it immediately.
Yeah. Okay, so next person we've got is Ariadna. Ariadna, if you can hear me, basically I'm going to send you a request right now. So you just accept that and you'll be able to speak with Dr. Cam. Just give me 1 second. Ariadna. Okay. Okay, for some reason you can't, I don't think you're logged into your computer or something, Ariadna, so I'll have to go to the next person. Your one's not working, so let's see here. Okay, so Patricia Rich, okay? If you can hear me, Patricia, I'm going to send you a request right now. You have a question, you can speak directly to Dr. Cam, so just look out for my request, and then you just have to accept that. Make panelist, okay? So just come on and unmute your microphone, Patricia. You may have connected through your phone. If you've connected to your phone, just say hello. Patricia, can you hear us? Okay, I don't think her audio is working, Dr. Cam, so we'll have to go through to the next person.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got, let's see here, we've got lots of questions coming in here, guys. Some of the questions are in Spanish, so I can't read the Spanish. Okay, so Manjiri. So Manjiri, you're next up. If you can hear me, just accept my request, and once you get the request, make sure you unmute your microphone. Okay. Okay, Manjiri, you're on. Just unmute your microphone, and you should be able to speak to Dr. Cam. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi, Manjiri.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Dr. Cam.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I just wanted to ask you, for the last 7-8 years, I have a continuous buzzing in my right ear. It's quite distracting and disturbing, and it disturbs when I'm working, and when it's very silent, I can hear it very loud in my ear. How can I stop it?
Okay, actually, your mind is really disturbed, so we have to go into that direction because your internal programming is saying that your mind is actually is disturbed by it. So we would have to get your mind experiences. So your mind look at that situation with like 50 uneven experiences you have to deal with in your life, and it has a main reason that you're dealing with this problem, and the effect is 1,000% of you. So it's not just 100%. So you've gone beyond yourself 10 times. So once you recognize that, your physical intelligence will just process that and delete it from you, from every part of your body in terms of your quantum particles all the way up to your overall structure. Okay, now think about your situation now, and think about the noise in your ear. Does it still trouble you as before? Don't try to look for the noise, okay?
Okay, so it's only when it's very silent that I can hear it. So, but it does feel much lesser right now, actually.
Okay, so you also have a resistance to silence when it's totally, but the expressions like dead silence, it would bother you a lot. So you want to make sure that silence will not bother you. You know, you want to pick up that noise to inform you or remind you that you're not in a state of dead silence, which is like not being alive. So it's just
that's right.
Delete that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Manjiri.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Thank you. Okay, so next up we have Maria Guadalupe. I think I pronounced your name right, Maria. So I'm going to send you a request, Maria. Just accept it, and you should be on. So 1 second. So
is that in Spanish? We will have a Spanish program too. So if that's in Spanish, that you know.
Okay, her question is actually in English, but there have been a few Spanish questions I've seen pop up. So maybe we can do a Spanish one at another day.
Right. We do have a program for Spanish-speaking people.
Okay, Maria, you're on now. Can you hear us?
Yes, I think so.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Dr. Yuen. How are you?
I'm good. I don't think so much, okay? No, thank you.
I'm very happy to hear you and see you too.
Thank you for saying that.
The thing is that since like 9 years, I've been having trouble with reflux, heartburn. And this last year is getting worse. And I start
basically, you have the symptom of heartburns right now, right?
Not right now.
Right now?
With you telepathically, and I ask you to help me.
Well, I'm just saying that if you don't have it, but the thought of having it troubles you, right? Your mind troubles you when you have it.
Yes, a lot.
Okay, so we have to get your mind out of your computer, okay? See, the mind is just a program, so we should not be so mindful, okay? So I know the going philosophy is like to be mindful. You want to be less mindful, okay? You want to be like other living creatures that you could emulate them by emptying your mind and your body would work better. Okay, so when you have this heartburn symptom, it troubles you mentally, right? If you don't have it now.
No.
Okay, so again, there's 1,000 uneven experiences you kind of dealing with. So we will make them as one experience, and it affects you 1,000% of you. So once you recognize these numbers in ones and zeros by a computer, it will just resolve your problem. I don't resolve anything for you. You resolve it yourself. I'm just directing you to do that. So there's no curing or treating or healing, okay? So now, thing about having heartburn symptoms again now, or symptoms that you have for 9 years, does it still bother you to have it?
No, I think I'm going to sleep.
Right. You get your mind out of the way, then your body would work better because your physical potential would increase by recognizing you have a computer, right? So anything that's worthwhile in the modern world is all computerized, like your phone, your car and airplane. So is your body, right? So it's time for us to recognize we are computerized also.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Okay, so the next person we're going to go to is Sagorika Das Gupta. Okay, Sagorika, I'm going to send you a request right now. Just accept it and then unmute your microphone. Okay, let's just do that now. Okay, so I don't know if you've logged in via your computer, Sagorika, but I can't send you a request. So you may have to just log in via your desktop computer if you have one, and then resend your question, because at the moment I don't have an option to send you a request. Okay, so next person is Tasneem. So Tasneem, I'm going to send you a request right now, so just look out for that request. Okay, Tasneem, you're on. You just have to unmute your microphone and you can speak with Dr. Cam.
Hello. Hi, Dr. Yuen. Hi, Dr. Cam. Hi. So, for me, I took a couple of pills of an antibiotic drug about 2.5 years ago, and it really affected my whole body. The right side of my body basically went numb. It affected my right eye. I developed like a fibroid tumor outside of my uterus. And the latest is this ongoing bladder infection for about 8 months. And so I'm just been working on getting strong and recovering all this time.
Well, let's keep it simplified. I mean, right now, okay. You have any symptoms that are troubling you?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have the symptom?
My bladder, my nervous system, and this fibroid. The bladder infection is the main thing right now.
Okay, so I mean, do you feel this sensation of the infection?
Yeah, I do. I've been working on it.
Right?
A little bit, yeah, right
now.
So
we use that as the starting point or baseline, okay?
Okay.
So even though you think it is the antibiotic did weaken your central nervous system somewhat. So we could restore your central nervous system or improve your computer.
Yes, please.
Your central nervous system. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. And again, what you're struggling with the urinary organ, there's the 20 uneven experience that you are struggling with, and the effect is 1,000%. So it seems like 1,000% is common for people to be struggling with. And we would like to lower that to be 0 minus infinity, 0 minus infinity. So you process that. Now, how's the symptom in the urinary organ or system now? You still have sensation about it?
I don't feel anything right now.
Okay, well, that's what you want, right?
Yes.
So when you think about your fibroid, it kind of bothers you because that's the next thing that come up as the second problem, okay?
Yes, please, yeah.
So you don't feel anything there, right?
No.
But it bothers you to have it, right?
Yes.
So it bothers you to have it mentally and also somewhat spiritually to have it. Mm-hmm. So we'll make the mind and spirit to be even with each other, and then delete them from affecting your central nervous system and the rest of your body, okay?
Okay.
The effect it has on you is less than 20% this time. So now when you think about having the fibroid, is it still troubling you to have it?
Not as much.
Okay. Well, that's how things improve, right? So you want to ensure that your physicality would would take over than your mind and spirit that's kind of causing people not able to resolve their problems. So I just showed you how things could be resolved very easily and quickly, right? If I don't speak, it'll be even faster, right? So
Yeah.
presentation, I have to speak a little bit and slow me down and slow you down, right? So thank you for being part of it.
It's awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you,
I'm so glad I got to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the next person we're going to is Kishore Malik. So Kishore, I'm going to send you a request right now in a few seconds. Just accept that and unmute your microphone. Okay, Kishore, you should be on now. Just unmute your microphone. You can speak to Dr. Kam. Can you hear us, Kishore?
Good morning, Dr. Kam.
Good morning. So where are you calling from?
My problem is I am having a shoulder pain, maybe a frozen shoulder for a few months.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you well.
We can't hear you very clearly. Can you come closer to your microphone?
I am having a shoulder pain on the left shoulder, maybe a frozen shoulder, and I cannot move the hand properly. I can raise it, but there is a pain.
Okay, Dr. Kam, I'll repeat what he's saying. He said he's having a shoulder pain and he can't raise his arm properly.
Okay, both shoulder or one shoulder?
Left shoulder.
Left shoulder.
The left shoulder. Okay, how long do you have this problem?
This is about 2 to 3 months.
How long?
2 to 3 months, he said.
Okay, so it may seem like a shoulder problem, but it's really the torso. There's stiffness in the torso and the muscle between the ribs and the latissimus dorsi muscles underneath the shoulder. So we would ensure all the shoulder muscles underneath the shoulder to be even with each other. So there's really, again, it's 20 different experiences that you want to make it as one experience so it could be resolved quickly as one instead of 20 different things. And that's 50 reasons, trillion causes. The effect is beyond infinite. So it won't get resolved till we resolve it from infinite and bring it back to this finite universe. So now, how's your shoulder seem like to you in comparison?
Slightly less.
Is it better now, Kishore? Can you lift it?
It is slightly better.
Slightly better, he said, Dr. Kam.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
He said it's slightly better now.
Okay, slightly better, but we want to be more than slightly better. Okay, so the brain, the opposite brain, has to be activated. So the opposite brain is controlled by the mind more than it ought to, and then the rest of the spinal cord is actually the rest of the spinal cord is controlled by the spirit with the mind, and kind of put a limitation on the physical potential of having your body function better than it's been functioning. Okay, so I activate those things for you. Now, how's your shoulder now?
Still pain is there. From shoulder to bicep.
He said there's some pain there still, Dr. Kam.
Okay, so pain itself is more of an emotional pain. So we have to remove your emotional pain. That's coming from your mind. And sometimes it comes from the spirit, but in this case, you have it coming from your mind, and you have this emotional pain of your family members too, that we have to resolve it to them without asking them that we're going to resolve it for them, okay? Now, how's your pain?
There, this portion.
So can you repeat that, Kishore? Has it different or the same?
Slightly different.
He said it's slightly different now, Dr. Kam.
Slightly is that when you put a certain limitation on it, that usually comes from the mind and spirit. In this case, it's come from his spirit. His spirit has been programmed to put a limitation on his physicality or physical potential. So we have to remove the spirit from the central nervous system, particularly his spinal cord, and have to activate his internal computer to be operating at 100%. Right now, the internal computer is only functioning between 50 and actually lower. It could be like 30 and 50%. So it didn't go up to any higher than 50%. So we would just take the glitch out of this internal computer for it to function 100% and more. Okay. So now, how's the shoulder now? It's more freer now than before?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it's freer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Kishore.
Okay, so people have to do follow-up till you get 100% of what you want to have, and you want to go beyond yourself 100% to get into an infinite potential, resonate with the infinite universe. You know, our physicality is not just 100% of what we have. So we've been put a limitation by all these mental thinkers and spiritual teachers that tell you that your body has limitations. But those limitations are put on by our mind and our spirit. So it's time for us to recognize that, to remove those programs out of our internal computer.
Okay. So the next person I'm going to bring on is Erica Navanava. So Erica, if you can hear me, I'm just going to send you a request right now. Just accept it and unmute your microphone. Okay. Okay, you should have received that now, Erica. Just unmute your microphone and you'll be able to speak to Dr. Kam.
I'm ready.
Hi. Are you there, Erica? Hi. Are you there, Erica? Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear an echo, so you might want to mute your computer audio, Erica. Maybe you've got two phones or something on, because I can hear an echo. Can you hear her, Dr. Kam? Yes, we can hear an echo.
I can hear it.
I haven't for the past 6 days.
Okay, it seems like she's having some kind of audio difficulty, Dr. Kam.
All right.
In a row.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Erica.
Can you hear me
We can't hear you. Might need to log.
better?
You might need to log out and log back in, Erica. Sometimes that fixes it. So. Yeah, I've lost her, Dr. Kam. So, okay, I'll go to the next person.
I just want to make a group improvement for everyone that come on this conference wellness support group. So I would just make everyone even with each other. There could be thousands of people. People have to realize that you can actually improve and bring benefit to even millions of people at a time. But I need to increase my own potential to do that. So the more experience I have, the easier for me to do that. And when we have more people doing it, then the world will change for the better and a lot easier. So I would ensure that everyone's central nervous system would be turned on to be 100% infinite potential and beyond infinite potential. So essentially the internal computer is turned on, and the internal computer will connect with the answer the right answer will connect with the internal computer to resolve the problem. So that's how things work. And we've just been kind of misled that, we need to be treated and healing for things and not get better. Okay. So anyway, I just want to pass that on to ensure that everyone in this group listening in will improve and get better.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Cam. So, all right. So I'll go to the next person. The next person we have is Elaine Lickett Splinter, I think. So I've just sent you a request, Elaine, if you can just accept that and unmute your microphone, and you can speak with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, Dr. Yuen.
Hello, I can hear you.
Good. What a pleasure to be able to go ahead and meet with you again. I've been very blessed to have taken several of your courses with my sister, Lisa Lewis. And I am calling in today because I had an injury. I fell several years ago and injured my left knee and have been using a walking stick. And of course, now my body is off balance. My left leg is shorter than my right.
Okay, so your left knee is painful?
No, I have stiffness, but it's not painful.
Okay, and it's swelled up, or are you able to stand on it?
Yes, I can stand, I can walk, but the use of it is affecting my left knee and my left hip because I'm off balance.
Okay, well, your weakness to being off balance is really at your feet. So I would just make your feet even with each other, and then your lower legs even with each other. Your knees are fine, actually. Your upper legs are uneven, and then your hips are uneven, and then your torso, left and right torso uneven, and your external, internal torso is not even with each other, and your shoulders not even. So you have structural unevenness, so I'm not going to name everything. I name enough of what's going on structurally. So I would just allow your physical intelligence to strengthen your body structure, and then your body systems are working okay, and then your organs are fine, and then your tissue could be better. So you would just ensure your tissue are balanced with each other, and your cells, your molecules could be better too. And we will just process that. And now looking at the situation and the rest of the central nervous system, like your spinal cord does not communicate totally with your cranial brain. So we will just ensure that there's a strong communication there. And also your spinal cord is not communicating with your missing tail central nervous system. So we recognize the missing tail central nervous system when we use our computer. That would actually tell us that we have that missing tail central nervous system and brain that affect our body. Okay, now with all that, how's your knee seem like to you and your hip?
A little bit better, yes.
So when you say a little bit better, it's because your mind is putting restriction on you, okay? So let's get the mind out of your molecules and atoms of your body, okay? Because the mind doesn't belong in our body, but the modern world, we have so many messages and lessons that, we've been told to be more mindful instead of emptying your mind. Like animals don't have a mind, and they don't have a body that mess them up. They have natural fitness and innate intelligence to resolve their problem. So now, how's the rest of your body now?
It feels a little bit better.
It's still a little bit, right?
Yes.
So now, again, that little bit is either you get it or nothing, okay? So that little bit, we've done the the mental side restriction, but everyone has spiritual connection that's restricting them too. Okay, so we will just remove the spiritual effect from your body as well, and ensure that the mind and spirit can come together and form an alliance to work against your body. So it's really your physical intelligence is going to resolve your body problem and not your mind or your spirit. Okay, now how's your body seem like to you now?
Much better. Much better.
Got somewhere. So that's the process. So we could do that process very quickly since we're giving a presentation here. So we slow it down, the process, so people could perceive what's going on to a certain extent.
I don't feel as off balance as before. I feel much more balanced.
Well, that's great. So all of us should have that balance, right? Center and stability. It's not be something that you have to fight to get it. It should be just a natural thing. And all of us should recognize that we are computerized. Anything that's worthwhile in the modern world is computerized. So is our body, right? So somewhere we've been misled that we shouldn't even consider that we have a computer inside of ourselves, right? So that's too bad. So we will change that. That's why I'm here, right? So I will change it. I'm going to, of course, a lot of people are going to, be mad at me or be my enemy or something. And so, especially the people who are into the mindfulness and spirituality, it's really the physicality. We want to be infinite, similar to the infinite universe.
Thank you. Thank you, Elaine.
Correct. Thank you so very much, Dr. Yuen. Again, it's a pleasure to be able to.
Thank you so much for coming on. And it's really the physical universe is infinite, so not our mind and spirit. So I know a lot of people kind of would get upset with that switch. So we got a new mechanism, right? So it's all about achieving results. If you don't achieve results, then it's time for me to quit, okay? So the reason why I'm still doing it, getting close to 80 years old, because I want to pass this message for people to use their physicality. And if it doesn't work for them, to always go back to their mental and spirituality, okay? But they have to recognize that their physicality is infinite and beyond infinite, just like the physical universe.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Cam. So the next up is Daisy Jopling. So Daisy, I've just sent you a request. Just unmute your microphone. You can speak to Dr. Cam.
Hello, Dr. Cam.
Hi, Daisy. How are you doing?
I'm doing actually amazing, but I'm really here for my husband, Joe. Joe, do you want to speak with Dr. Cam?
No.
What do you want to say? I mean, my husband has a lot of things going on, kidney failure, diabetes, a lot of things. Okay.
So you don't have to name them. You name 2 or 3 of them, but he actually has 20 of them. Okay. So if they don't have to be named, it could be just represented by 1 0, right, in a computer. So there are 20 things that's uneven, but each one has their own unevenness. So the total unevenness of these 20 things is really 1,000 things that he has to deal with that's uneven. And unevenness, doesn't have to be negative, could be positive, but if they're uneven, then he's struggling with them, okay? So it's a trillion reasons you have to be struggling with, and 1,000 causes. And the source of his problem is really come from his ancestors and other family members. And the effect on him is beyond infinite. So once it's beyond infinite, you have to bring it back to this finite universe for the internal computer to process and resolve it. Now, let's say you think about your husband's problem now in comparison, does it still bothers you about his problem?
No. So funny. I mean, of course I'm here and he's here too, but of course I want... Right.
If you're bothered by his problem, then you actually make his problem worse, right?
That's right. That's right.
So if you're not bothered by it and he's not bothered by it, then you go ahead with the improvement, right? So it's not just a few seconds of improvement. You know, it should be a program that he follows till he gets what he wants, right?
Right.
It's just like if you train for a 400 mile, you know, you have to train till you get what you want, right? So it's not like you just train one time and that's it, right?
That's right. I definitely feel better. I definitely feel more relief. And so thank you.
You're from the UK, right?
I'm from the UK, yeah.
Yeah, watch your banister, you know, 400 miles.
Right. I'm very grateful to be here.
You tell your husband to get hold of himself, to resolve everything that troubles him, okay? And you would do that along with him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so next up we have Don Harris. I think Don Harris Mayers. Okay, Don, I'm going to send you a request right now. If you can just accept it and unmute your microphone. Can you hear us, Don?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I had a brain injury back in 2015, and the brain injury has left me with low vision, as well as some other impairments, some paralysis in my right side, as well as loss of vision, like not loss of vision, but low vision. So I've healed quite a bit, but I don't have my vision back yet completely, 100%. And
so what about the right side of your body? You still have a problem with that?
On the which side of my body?
You said the right side, right? Did you say the right or the left?
Yeah, my right side.
Okay, I mean, do you have a problem with the right side of your body?
Yes.
So you want to resolve the body unevenness first before you think about your vision, okay?
Okay.
Well, but what if you have is really made up of 20 uneven things that are affecting your body, and you bring up a total of 1,000 things that's unevenly affecting your body. So once you recognize that, you can make them all even with each other as one problem. So that's how the physical intelligence would do that. And then you will process that with the reasons and the causes and the source of the problem. The source of the problem would be seem like your ancestors' descendants, and you are one of them. And you're going further, the effect that has on you is beyond infinite. So you have to recognize it's beyond infinite before you could resolve whatever troubles you, physically, especially, or mentally, or emotionally. Spiritually as well. So now looking at the right side of your body, you want to ensure that it communicates, connecting with your left side of your brain, and then your spinal cord connecting and strengthen the left side of your brain, and also activate your missing tail central nervous system and the brain in your missing tail central nervous system. Missing tail brain.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how's the right side of your body seem like to you at this point?
The right side of my body right now?
Yeah, right now.
It feels tight.
Okay, it's the same or different than before? You could say the same, or you could say different. There's only two choices you have.
It actually feels different.
Okay, now it's tight. What you need to do is actually you should tense the right side of your body and untense it, okay? So you tense it when you inhale, you untense it when you exhale. You lost that tensing and untensing mechanism on that side of your body, okay? Just do that 2 times, okay? Now, how's the tightness in your right side of your body?
It's looser.
Okay, good. That's how things work, right? So conventionally, they don't, process these things for you or assist you to process it. So, like I said, it's not just one time you would make improvement because you have more improvement that you need and you have time for today, right? So you could join my, wellness support group and get what you want, right? So you want to point that you get what you want. Any brain injury could be improved the same way you improve the body injury, right? So conventionally, they think that once you injure your brain, you had it, right? There's nothing that can be done about it. But there's no truth to that. In fact, your brain would improve your brain, okay? So the only thing that will improve your brain is the brain itself, the rest of the central nervous system. And you have to access that and not like you couldn't do anything about it or you can't access it except take an MRI and tell you how bad you are.
Okay.
Okay, you got that?
I got that. Thank you very much. And I will be joining your support group as well as I'm going to be doing a one-on-one with you as well on the 16th.
Yeah, you're gonna return back to normal and even better than normal. Your normal self, I mean,
Okay. I'll be talking with you on the 16th one-on-one.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Okay, so next up we have Edmund Max Health, I believe your name is. So Edmund, just look out for my request. I want to shoot that over to you right now. And just accept that and you can speak with Dr. Cam. Okay, just unmute your microphone, Edmund.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Yuen. And I just want to get a help for my mom. She's around 90 and she got a lot of
audio.
Yeah, Edmund, can you come closer to your microphone? He's saying he needs some help for his mom who's in her 90s.
Yeah, she has a lot of falls this year, and also she got a shingles on her right shoulder, and that is better, but then she has nerve problem.
You talk about your mother's problem, right?
Yeah, she has a lot of nerve problem, and she got weak.
When you think about your mom, you don't have to give me specifics because your internal computer connect with hers. You would know what affects her. You don't have to express yourself in detail, okay? So
yes.
I try to not listen to you. I just want to simplify how you could make improvement for your mother, okay? So when you think about your mother's condition, the starting point right now is that it troubles you for her to have her problem, right?
Yes.
Okay. So your mother, whatever name that she actually have like 50 unevenness that she's been struggling with in her life. And these 50 unevenness ask you to make up a total of 10,000 unevenness. So that's kind of high numbers, but that's okay. It doesn't matter how high it is. And there's a trillion reasons, 1,000 causes that affect her beyond infinite 5 times over. So once your computer recognizes these numbers, it will just process it out of her body and also get her mind and spirit out of her body as well. Because for the body to reach its own potential, it has to be connected with the physical intelligence, which is the central nervous system of the body. Okay, so now we will process that. Computer process it. Now, when you think about your mother's condition now, is it still troubling you as before when you think about her condition?
Yeah, it's still better.
Okay, it felt better, right? She got better, not you got better, but you felt better from her, right?
Yes.
So that's how improvement by proxy works, right? So you could do that for one person, you could do it for a whole group of people. So if you want to get to the point where we're going to resolve people's, mental disorder or drug addictions, right? So we can all do that, and we could change the world this way, and we're not going to wait for the government to tell us what to do, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you for being part of it, and continue to be part of it, right? This is how we're going to change the world. We're not going to ask for anyone's permission to let us change the world the way we want it, right? So we could change planet Earth itself. We could connect with the planet Earth's intelligence, and planet Earth's intelligence connect back to us. That's when planet Earth would resolve its own problem without the human mind messing it up.
Okay, so next up we have Pushpa. Pushpa, just unmute your microphone and you can speak with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us, Pushpa? You're on.
Hello?
You just have to unmute your microphone.
I just want to say that at our computer, you want to be consistent in resolving everything, right? It's not someone that came to resolve everything is like overstating and lying about able to do it, right? So if you could actually resolve things or one thing or few things truthfully resolve it, that you can actually resolve any questions, any problem that's that anyone bring up, to the table. So problems or questions are the same, okay? So when you have questions, you have problems. When you have problems, you have to know what the questions are to resolve them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks for that, Dr. Cam. So we have Debbie Debrushme now. Debbie, can you hear us? Hi, Debbie, you're on. I can see your microphone on as well. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hi.
All right, I can hear it.
Hi, Dr. Yuen. It's Debbie Smith.
Hi, Debbie.
How are you?
I'm Debbie Smith in Colorado, right?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, that's from ages. Okay.
So I have a
common name too. So Debbie Smith.
Thank you for remembering, and thank you for giving me.
It's a common name. Debbie. Well, Debbie is pretty common too. So anyway, I'm not saying you're a common person, but.
Well, I want to thank you for 20 years of energetics. It saved my life over and over again.
Well, I haven't heard from you for 20 years, so.
No, it's been shorter than that. But what I want to ask you is, I am pretty neutral in my brain, and my mind's separate from my central nervous system most of the time. But for some reason, aging is sticking inside my body, my energy, and my brain.
So your question about aging, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would just process for you. Your aging problem, it doesn't really come from you, but you inherit it, right? So we process it. Now, how's your question about aging now?
Basically,
now, in comparison.
Okay, I'm worried about my brain.
Well, I'm saying in comparison, it's the same or different before you go to your brain.
It's lighter.
Okay, so that changed, right?
Yep.
So you shouldn't worry about your brain. You should worry about your mind that mess up your brain, okay? So you think you remove your mind from your brain, but you only remove it like 40%, okay? So there's 60% that's still left. So we're going to just delete it, your mind from your brain cells and tissues and brain as an organ. And then you have to delete it from the missing tail brain too, okay? So now, you still concerned about your aging brain?
No, my brain's empty.
Okay, so like I said, you inherit the aging problems from your ancestors, okay? So I didn't say that to you. I'm saying to you right now, it's not really yours, but we all inherit things from our ancestors. You could say your DNA, your chromosomes and genes, but it's really just a resonance that you inherit from them also. So now you don't have the inheritance from them in terms of aging, but you inherit them, let's say, what would be the next thing? Would be untruth, okay? So your ancestors, let's say your ancestors are a bunch of liars, that would bother you, right?
What bothers me?
They are liars, they can't tell.
Lawyer. I was married to one for 26 years.
Oh, okay.
Is he haunting me?
I'm just saying lying bothers you, right?
Oh, lying, yes.
Yeah, so let's resolve that, okay? Because it's your ancestor, it's not your spouse, but you get it from a member of the family through marriage, okay? Now, so let's put them all together, all right? So anybody lied to you, and anybody who are liars, they will no longer be a liar, right? That karma will be resolved, or that cause and effect, right? So now, and the effect on you is beyond infinite. There's no escape. So you recognize it's beyond infinite, and then you delete it down to zero, minus infinity. Okay?
Okay.
Now, think about liars in your family. Now, does it still bother you?
How's what?
Lying,
Oh, lying.
You just got about the question, right? You just got about your problem in question, right?
The what?
I said you forgot about your problem and your question about family who lied to you, right? They don't bother you anymore, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, that's how things get better, okay?
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You take care. Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too. Good hearing from you.
Thank you, David. Okay, Dr. Cam, just letting you know it's been 60 minutes, Dr. Cam. You want to keep going?
Well, we could take a couple more.
Okay.
Because I know it's getting early for you, not late, but
it's okay for me.
I just want people to remind people to join us either through a certification and have a lucrative career, right? Even if you never went to school or have a formal education. I shouldn't say never went to school, but not have a higher education or formal education. You still could resolve things that the highly educated expert cannot resolve. Okay, so I know they would get mad for hearing me say that, right? So, but it's okay. I'm mad at them, they're mad at you, so it's mutual.
Just on that note.
All right, we'll take another call and see what we could do for another person.
Yeah. So just before that, guys, I'm sending you all a link to you. You'll see it pop up on your screen. yuenmethod.com/cyber-monday-sale. So Dr. Cam's got an incredible offer at the moment, 50% off his programs. So it's a perfect way to, get started with this method. And as he mentioned, he does have a certification program, which is absolutely amazing, where you can learn how to do this for yourself and for your family and the rest of the world. And there's a great offer on right now. So I've sent you a link inside your chat box. You can click on that link and get all the details. Okay. So, next question is from Wen. So Wen, I'm gonna add you to this call right now. Just basically unmute your microphone and you'll be able to speak to Dr. Cam. So you there, Wen?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, good night, Dr. Yuen. Thank you. My question is, for a long time, this has been happening. I have everything I think I need to succeed. I'm good at what I do. I have studies and qualifications and whatever. But when I try to start something, things just doesn't happen. I accomplish very little, and I don't go nowhere.
You have to give us a detailed story, but you kind of question about your failures, right?
Yes, it feels like a failure.
Right? So cut it short is that you question about your failures, right? So let's remove your failures. No, we will remove everyone's failures on this planet, because right now the failure rate is like 1,000,000 times stronger than your success, right? So you want to make your success even with your failures and delete the cumulative effect of the failures from the past. And not only your past, but your ancestors and family members' past or failures, okay? And you're also grieving about your failures. So we actually could resolve people's emotions and restore mental order to people's disorder, because people's emotion kind of causes them to have disorders. And of course, their thinking also do the same thing. So we could actually resolve mental disorders very easily. And people just have to test me to do that, right? All these experts claim that it couldn't be done. They get mad even if I claim that I could do it, right? So anyway, now we process that. Now you still question about your success in life? Are you still questioning more?
No, I feel better now.
Okay, good. That's easy enough, right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You could do that for every human being on this planet, and we would also improve animals, their life, right? So, because the human thinking is actually mess them up. It's just like human thinking is kind of mess up the plants on this planet, and also planet Earth itself, right? So, I'm not saying that a human mind is so powerful, but if it distort the physical intelligence of the planet by 3%, then the planet is just not going to be as balanced and as stabilized as it ought to be. Okay. Yeah. I'll put my 2 cents in.
Thanks, Dr. Cam. Okay, so next up we have Carles. So Carla, just unmute your microphone if you can hear me. You can speak to Dr. Cam. You there, Carla?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we hear you now.
I am Carla, and thank you, Dr. Yuen. For 3 years, I've been afraid of eating solid food. I'm afraid of swallow, and the food stays on my esophagus and goes up and down, and that scares me really.
I didn't quite get it. I mean, what kind of symptoms you have? You're afraid of eating or solid food or what?
I'm afraid of eating solid food.
Okay, now, so you conduct how you have fear of that, right? So actually, we have resolved everyone's emotions, including fears. Now let's see what that's all about. And we didn't resolve your ancestors' fears that they have. In fact, they actually cause fears for other people. So you inherit the karma of your ancestors causing fear for other people to have. Okay, so we're going to resolve your ancestors' karma, so you're not going to inherit or the cause and effect, right? So it's nothing you have to believe in, right? So a lot of people say they don't believe in karma. I don't believe in anything, so I just want results, right? So immediate resolution. Okay, now how's your fear about solid food now? What's that seem like?
I feel different, better.
You feel like you're more in charge of it, right? Instead of in charge of you, right?
Yes, I felt that.
So you have teachers that kind of taught you that other things are in charge of you instead of you in charge of everything on this planet.
Okay.
Would that be good if you're in charge of everything on this planet, right? And you're not going to abuse, your being in charge, right?
Yes, I feel different about that.
Well, your physical intelligence will always do the right thing, but your mind and spirit, they're always going to trip you up and make you do the wrong thing, right? So, temptation and all that, right? You connect with your physical intelligence, you're not tempted by anything. You are in charge. You would do what you want to do, and nothing could sway you any other way. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so next up we have Anusha. So Anusha, I'm going to add you right now. Just unmute your microphone. Okay, you're on, Anusha. Can you hear us? Hi, Anusha, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, we hear something.
Can you hear me? Yeah, hi. Dr. Cam, my 4-year-old daughter had been through a lot of trauma and pain since birth. She had a lot of medical complications related to bone, heart, kidneys, and asthma. And then a genetic test was also done, which was showing an abnormal result for a specific test. So currently now the issue is that she's having difficulty in speaking, like she's not speaking clearly and she's drooling. She's not aware of her oral senses, and she also hesitates to get along with other children. So all these things have broken me down from within. It makes me worried about her future.
When you think about her situation or her experiences, it's troubling for you, right, as a mother, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you would look at her condition, and these are her conditions, so you to see something the same or different, okay? Now, so looking at her condition, we could do about a number instead of naming everything that's troubling her. So again, she have, like other people, she have like, in a way, she have 1,000 total unevenness that she's struggling with. And there's 1,000 reasons, and there's only 2 causes. The source of her problem came from the ancestors' experiences or traumatic experiences. So she's been traumatized. So it's almost like she experienced getting blown up. Okay, so now, and the effect on her is 1,000%. So it's not beyond infinite. So we will just process that and let it go down to 0 minus infinity, beyond minus infinity. Now, let's say you think about your daughter's condition again. Now, does it still? You still perceive it's the same, or is it different?
A bit better.
You felt better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you want to continue to ensure that she's going to be better than anyone in her peers, right? So using physical intelligence, she could be the smartest pupil in school, okay?
Okay.
So it's easy to learn with your physical intelligence than try to memorize things with your mind and teach you, always encourage people to use their mind instead of the natural way of learning things is using your physical intelligence, your internal computer. You can record everything that went on in the class. Okay,
the thing is that, sorry for this question. She's not speaking clearly, and I feel sometimes I myself might be traumatizing her in a way by putting some pressure on her. So that makes me feel guilty. Right? Yeah, so I feel guilty of myself.
The thing is that it's really your only experiences that you have experienced speaking too much when you were a child. Okay, so let's remove your punishment of speaking too much. Right? So now think about your daughter not speaking again. Now, what's that seem like?
Okay.
That shifted, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things need to be shifted. If you bring it up specifically, then you have to answer it specifically, okay? But in general, she's better. You already perceive that she's better in general, right? So anything specific you bring up, you have to resolve it specifically. That's why people should learn how to do this for themselves and their family.
Okay.
And then do it professionally too. So you would do a better job in any employment you have. You'd be better than anyone that's working in that particular company. Or if you start a business, you will be successful with your business.
Okay.
Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So guys, just to reiterate, you do have that great Cyber Monday offer going on as well. So, Dr. Cam has an amazing support group where you can get ongoing, 4 times a month, basically, you get this ongoing support. So if you guys have issues that are basically, that need more work for yourself or your family members, then it's a very affordable way to basically, get access to ongoing support from Dr. Cam himself. And then you've got this, the certification program where not only can you learn this method for yourself, but you can build a very lucrative career with this because, nobody else in the world is doing this, right? So imagine what you could do if you learned this method. So you've got an incredible offer right now. I do encourage everybody to to take part, you can see how powerful this method is. Imagine doing this for yourself, you know. Okay, so the next person I'm going to is basically Phyllis Peckolkins, I believe her name is. So Phyllis, I'm basically sending you a request right now. Just accept it and unmute your microphone. Can you hear us, Phyllis?
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay, great. I'm going to be 64 this month, and I'm hoping to retire, but I don't have the finances to do that with. And also my oldest daughter, who just turned 31, or youngest rather, she has got some physical problems that I really am trying to help her with, but finances just aren't allowing us to do that. I'm wondering what weaknesses I would have in those areas.
Well, first of all, the members of your family are not on an even level with each other. So there's a constant struggling with the unevenness, not so much with each other, okay? So let me ensure that there's an evenness among your family. Okay, so I would take like family members, like 6 family members, and make everyone even. And the unevenness of each person would add up to be 10,000 unevenness. So the effect is beyond infinite. So it's constantly struggling because it's beyond infinite, that it's not recognized, that it's not resolvable until you recognize it's beyond infinite and bring it back to this finite universe and down to planet Earth and resolve it. So that's what we're doing right now with the internal computer you have, okay? Now, think about your situation, your question about your retirement and your daughter now. What does that seem like to you in comparison?
It feels calm. And I kind of asked myself earlier, was I weak to
the balance and center and stability before you go on, right? You get that from me, right?
I'm sorry, say it again?
You want to have that calmness that's supported by balance, center, and stability before you can go ahead with your action in your life, right?
Right.
Okay, so actually, you still have things in the past that kind of troubles you. If you could connect with one thing in the past, you would connect with everything in the past would resolve for you. Okay, just connect with one thing in the past that troubles you. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Have it? Okay. So that is one of 10,000 things that's troubling you, that make up of 1,000 unevenness, and the effect is 1,000% of you. So let's say you think about the effect on the past that bothers you, but should still bother you the same way. Does it still trouble you the same way?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's better.
That's how you
it's
make
improved.
improvement. So.
No.
So if
feels improved.
You be tired, you know this method, you will make more money out of retirement than when you're working, okay? Because I'm retired. If I didn't have this method, I would collect Social Security only, right? So, and I would have to look for another job or something, right? So this way, I'm doing what I want to do. In fact, I don't need any money, actually. I just want to pass this on to the planet. People on the planet, that if you could resolve things, that's a God, God created us in God's image. Now we could resolve every problem on this planet. Okay? So it's time for us to do that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
And we all do that.
I'm sorry?
It's very simple. We don't have to sweat it to accomplish what we want to, right? So you could live anywhere with this method, okay? So you're not restricted, and you always have revenue coming in. Especially now, with online potential, you can meet all kinds of people and you benefit them. And if you can't benefit them yet, hey, I do them for you, okay? I will improve the people that you bring in, and you will get you get paid for that. Okay, so this is all I want to do because the last 5 people just generate a pentagon. So the pentagon effect, we have the triad effect, the pentagon effect, the hexagon effect, and then we should stop right now and we'll continue, right? So everyone have experienced it, to share this with others, that I really want to have 1 million people or 1 billion people that's part of this movement. So we reach a tipping point to change everything we want to change. Okay, so that's how we should be doing it, right? So we could improve the planet without asking for donation, right? So we just give people benefit. There's enough people in the world who just pay a few dollars. Our 1 billion people, you could change the world, right? So, and everyone benefit from this new approach, right? This is a new opportunity, and you could be part of it because it got the new mechanism that I would make you able to do what I'm doing. Okay, it's not like you have to sit there and memorize and try to learn it with your mind, right? So I would just download what I do to ensure that you could do the same thing I'm doing in the near future.
Okay, thank you. So, did you want to take some more questions, or was that the final one?
No, we should end it here.
Okay.
The chair I'm sitting on is not comfortable.
Okay, sure. So, guys, once again, I've put the link inside your chat box. You may want to save that link. It's yuenmethod.com/cyber-monday-sale. And like I said, if you've got ongoing questions, then, you can join Dr. Cam's support group right now with the special offer. It costs less than a cup of coffee a week, basically, and every week you can ask your questions and he can answer your questions for you. And then you've also got the certification program where you can join and learn this method for yourself. And, we will obviously try to do these calls again, time permitting, but you've got some incredible opportunities to continue this work now. So I've put the link inside of your chat box. Just make sure you click that and save it on your browser. And yeah, if there's any final words, Dr. Cam, if not, we've recorded this so we can send the recording out to everybody as well.
Right, we don't just answer people's question, right? We just get the right answer to the question. The right answer resolves the problem. And any expert tell you the answer and it doesn't resolve the problem, then it is not the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you very much, Sajay, where you're at and on the other side of the planet.
So, my pleasure. Thank you, Dr. Cam.
All right, so have a good day and till we speak to each other again.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.